So my question to you is, what is God's will relative to your free will? Because you're taking God in, you're living in a material experience which is actual. We're getting into God's science. So when we talk about you specifically, you that person who knows who I'm talking to and why I'm doing this video. Just you specifically. Yes, there's a bigger message that'll be gained for the people, the right people. But right now I'm talking to a specific person and I have a question. What is God's will? Specifically relative to your free will. Because you're having an experience and God is relative in that experience if he's holding your life, right? So what is his will? You're watching current destruction on the earth's surface, courtesy of Mother Earth herself, whom is bringing you, along with the great sun, honor y'all, the moon goddess, all of the heavens, folks, all of the stars, bringing the reckoning, the administrators, folks. Mother Earth is sweeping you out. This is a factual thing. And because you are ignorant to the reality of that, you use doctrine to challenge that. So you say things like, when people tell you that God tells them to do something or God told them something not to listen, and yet you use great stories in the past of people, just like yourself, who went before other fools, right? Because we're all fools on some level. But the people who really opposed were really the fools. You get it? And in these great stories that you champion in your literature, you know, these Moses stories or any of these works, there's someone who goes to this bigger populace of fools and tells them that God has a message for them. But guess what they always do in the story that you leave out? The one part that we haven't ran with a fine-tooth comb. They always give you some type of example, folks. See, God moves like that. When God wants you to do something, if he's going to tap you to do anything, he's going to have your back. So he's going to let you and give you examples to get the attention of the folks that he wants to reach. Right? So the Lord actually does not even have to move in miracle, folks. He can move in actual. In actual time, he can do anything because he is everything. He is the Most High. And everything that I have told you guys has come to pass, right? The fools are the people who don't even focus on that. And that's what I was talking about in the last video, which is why I'm prompted to do this video today, because I tried to explain to you, and I guess I didn't flush it out well in the last video about how you're articulating this whole situation. You're taking your fights to me with your doctrinations and all of this stuff you know about what you learn. What is that relative to right now when you don't have oxygen, when the whole freaking state burns down in some places? What did your literature do for you? In some cases, I heard a story where they found an open book with, of the literature with a scripture open, and the whole place was destroyed, and that particular book wasn't destroyed, but it was on a certain page that pointed to a certain thing. And that was a story that they put out, but these are what I'm talking about narratives. You're one of these people who live in this society that you buy into on every level, and it's a narrative. The way of life, if you're not one of these people who's talking about a new society or understanding the mechanics of what a greater society would be that the Most High will lead, and you will bear witness to this. If you're not talking about anything like that, then you're in opposition to the will of the Most High, God's will. Now, all of these great prophets have given you examples that you champion and say it were real and stand on the weight of those things. So when I came to you and brought you any message from the Most High, you had things to back those things up, right? And his greater works, folks, the heavens, which actually exist, because it does not exist in some of your particular doctrinations, you want to dismiss the reality of that, when that is the reality is Mother Earth, whom is holding your reality, is sweeping you out physically. right? For a reality or a society that she will bring forth, that she wants, because the Most High has called for this. And it's about energy. You know, I told you on a certain level, we got to get out of the books, because now we're dealing with the new chapter of things that are coming into play, right? You're watching whole fucking cities burn up, right? You're watching freeze outs and all types of things and that you have no control over, that are greater, that will take you out. And you still talk shit. Then the purpose of those things is there's a reason for these things. Your ignorance on all levels, even what you embody in your egos about what you know. When the Most High shows you his hand and shows you who he is a reason for these things, folks. You know, I'm not going back and forth with you because you want me to give you examples. That's why I told you. That's like playing with God himself. If the Most High gives me the word to tell you something, and I tell you, and it happens, you know, like a blood moon on the Great One. You know, or maybe the sun, the Great One, may do something, or, you know, the nature goddess, or any of these things that are of a greater hand, folks. See, the Most High is extended in us all because he holds the universe, and they are his hands, folks, and they are in his service, and I'm in his service. Whatever message that I tell you, you guys go back and play back my videos. What am I saying to you? I'm saying that you're living in a society and you're embodying the evil. See that person out there, that particular person I'm talking to, you haven't challenged things on a level where you want to see a better day. You buy into money. You don't see a day where money will not exist, when I have been shown this. See, I can back up everything I'm saying, folks. Right? My God is your God. My God is holding your life. So when I give you examples and you see things and you see earth moving things, because I think that's what you want, right? That was what the Thunderbolts were about. It was about to not to get you to play for playing a game. It was about to get you for an example so you can see how this works, right? I told you this is not about bringing you on board because you are skewed about what my message is, and you don't think I have a message. My message, which I have said, and I will clarify for you one more time, because I've said it, and all the people who really have the vibration, y'all know what my message is, right? Y'all know. I'm reaching y'all, right? See, that person, I'm trying to show you, there are people on social media that look in different types of ways and all types of different messages. A lot of those people are literally agents, folks. See, social media is not going to exist, and I can confidently say that, right? Because I know the hand that will make it go away. You're not greater than the sun, folks. You understand what I'm saying to you? That person who's talking shit. See, I'm not playing a game because these are about examples, but I told you this is reckoning. And I told you that people do get punched in their mouth in reckoning. Because you're not going to exist going forward. You're already in defiance mode about everything that's being said when you've been shown things. Go back and watch the series of videos. You small number of people whom I appreciate a great deal, who are on board, who will be sharing this space with me in this new society. I appreciate you guys. And you're smart too, right? You're reaching for God in a way because you know he's real, folks. And the days will transpire, because this is not about something that's not going to happen. You are not more mightier than the ground that you stand on or the air that you breathe. And that's a fact, right? So when you watch the air get taken away, or you watch something that's greater than your hand take place, some of which I may even tell you guys for these purposes, right? Because I've done this several times, and somehow to see a heavenly body do something, right, that I tell you beforehand, and it does that, you don't somehow equate that the being is a being, folks. See, that's part of your ego about what you don't want to believe. And I told you about speaking, falsely about them, about the great ones who are making your air, right? Because they have free will. See, God's will is free will for all of the life he's created. You understand that, right? Do you understand free will? That's what this is all about. This is not about me. And stop making your fight about me. This is about Mother Earth. If you have a fight with Mother Earth, I told you guys, I told you how to correct these problems. You specific person. If you believe that this is not a greater hand doing this and that the Most High hand is not doing this, because you said he told you that he's not doing this. Last time I checked, he is Mother Earth, folks. Right? He is the universe, folks. He is Vishnu, folks. So what I want you to do is, because God has my back and I have no reason to disbelieve his greatness, folks. I have seen it. See, that's the difference between me and you. You're talking on something you've read. I'm talking on what I'm doing every day. The sun who gives you sunlight, if he takes away the sunlight, you won't exist going forward. Now, and when you get to that point, then you're talking about heavenly worlds and hellish worlds, see? And because you held a vibration that of your ego that put you in a certain place, technically, you won't see the heavenly world. But you thought you were so righteous, and you talk about how people live, and and this and that, and I heard these people bring up other people's lives and what they're doing and the struggles, as if they hadn't had struggles themselves. The Most High will tap people with a certain type of heart who has this vibration, folks. You know what I'm saying? I told you to this day, I still do not know what I did to receive this blessing. But then I realized I am in family with the heavens, folks. The stars in the sky, folks. So that person, because I'm not issuing a challenge, but I'm directly telling you to your face at this point. This is reckoning. When you open your mouth and come out of your mouth in defiance, you are not talking to me. You are talking to greater hands. The heavens, the administrators that make your air and hold the ground up that you stand on in your nice little house somewhere, wherever you live at, or the monies that you spend or something can be taken away from you, right? Because it's being provided to you. Mother Earth is giving you that material experience. So when you talk shit out of your mouth and you say things in defiance, you're talking to them. And because they have free will, they can address you any way they feel like. Just like you decided to address me or anybody else any way you felt like. That's how free will works. See, you're ignorant and you're narcissistic. You think you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want, and no one else can do what they want when they're greater than you on some technical level. And you should be lucky that they have the love in their hearts to make sure you have sunlight on your punk ass every day when you woke up this morning. Because they're doing it as a duty for the Most High. And since you have not paid them, you have no way of talking shit out of your mouth at this point. So when you speak out from this point forward, it will be taken as a sign of direct defiance. And you will deal with whatever consequence that comes your way. And not to threaten you, but just to let you understand that the Most High is not playing with you. I have told you everything I've said. If you speak against my message, then you are in defiance at this point. See, Mother Earth is sweeping you guys out. I'm trying to show you something. You don't have a choice to be talking shit and telling me what I'm not saying, and I'm telling you the truth. The very ground you stand on can get really shaky. You understand what I'm saying to you? That person knows who I'm talking to. Right? God is greater than me. And you'll be shown this. So I want you to understand that. There is no falseness when you're talking about enlightenment. Enlightenment is understanding that if Mother Earth is real and she lives in the heavens, and the great sun and the great moon goddess, whom are real beings who live in the heavens, all of the material things that you are being afforded and provided, your air and the sunlight for your crops to grow, and the crops themselves, and all of the animals and everything that you think is real in this experience, the administrators are providing you that. Even the skin on your back. Just like when you go to a skate park and you rent the skates and they give you the skates and you check them in and check them out, right? Your very skin on your damn back. And the bigger purpose is because Mother Earth is going to sweep you out, meaning that this is not about you, it's about her. You're not even acknowledging her free will or what she wants to do. That's why I told you to throw your doctrines and your books out, because this is not about that. You're just a low-level human parasite person, human being who has corroded the earth. You and other people, not you per se, but I'm saying humankind has done this. You look around and see the examples of this, and you don't champion or say anything about this stuff, and it's not in your heart to do so, even though that is the thing, the very things that will bring the reckoning. Because see, Mother Earth is providing the land. If you're hoarding all the land and you have all of the best choice places to live, right, and all of the animals and everything, and you decide who gets to have them, then it's going to be taken from you. Because who told you that you were so great that you can have all of this land when land was provided to you by the Most High? Because He is Mother Earth. Now I told you, you guys do not have the at this point, you're not going to be just saying what you want to say out of your mouth, right? And talking about this or that, because reckoning is coming, and where you are may not even exist going forward. So really, it's not even about, at this point, it's just about, just bear witnessing. That's what this is about. I can back up everything that I say to you folks, everything. If I told you that there was going to be a major earthquake, there would be one, right? And if that happened, whose hands is giving you that earthquake? See, when you talk about your defiance, and we talk about why you want to resist, it's really about your ego. That is the thing that's going to damn you. My message is not to be kumbaya. You guys have already had kumbaya, folks. You've had this shit for thousands of years. Your kumbaya brought you into the nuclear age. That's what your kumbaya did. What are you saying about that person? Huh? How do you feel about all of the resources and animals that they kill every day? Because I know the nature goddess. See? So if you speak about any of them or speak on any level, they will deal with you just like you felt you could deal with me or anybody. When someone says something about you, you felt you could go right to them, right? So if they have free will, can't they go right to you? For the ills you speak or the mistruths that you don't know about, because you don't have a right to speak about things you don't understand. Right? Because you weren't taught that. Your doctrines are not going to be in this new society. So holding on to them is part of that ego and the manifestation of how man think that foolishness. This is why we have wars. This is why we even have split groups and all of the things. In high vibration, we all live in light energy, folks. There is no subgroups of identification where people are fighting about this and that, because there's all oneness. And if you don't have the vibratory atom to fit into oneness, then you will be cast and put where you fit. In this case, maybe a low vibratory world that you don't think exists because you weren't taught it. But you don't realize that the devil is holding all of your books and stuff on some level. That's why you're getting the liberation. What is liberation? Why? Liberation is doing away with everything in society that has caused evil in your hearts. Because what's the point of you existing on Mother Earth's surface if you're going to use your time and energy to eat other people? Do you not get what I'm saying? The dog eats dog thing, right? This is not your purpose to be here. To be a slave, to wake up and have to work sun up to sundown, right? You're supposed to be giving praise to the Most High. This is why He's giving you life. And anyone who's taking that from you, right? That's where the justice comes in at, folks. So that person who's talking all of this shit, understand you're not having your fight with me. You're having your fight with the Most High God of the universe, Vishnu. And I said his name on purpose. Harry, I said his name. Because I want you to openly, defiantly speak his name and say something against him. Since you say he's not real, because this is reckoning. You're not going to be privy to be challenging God and think that you won't be dealt with, right? Speak about the great ones, and they will deal with you whatever way they decide. They're gods. You don't have to. You can discount them if you like, but you'll deal with the consequences and bear the brunt of the consequences where you live at. Tired of playing these games with these fools. This is about vibration and reaching people who have the energy to be saved, folks. I'm telling you, these events as they come down, these major events that will push you out, because Mother Earth is doing it. You don't have a choice in it, right? Whether you care or not, because it's not about you, it's about her. She wants a better vibratory surface in her world that she holds. She is in charge, not you. So when you speak about things she's doing, What evil is she doing? You're the evil that has to be cleansed. You're foolish. We're not going back and forth with this. I can back up what I say, and that's my whole point. I'll challenge you on that if you want to challenge that. Okay? I can back up anything I'm saying. That's the point I'm saying. Things that are greater than your hand. Okay? We'll be talking soon. Y'all take care.